Taiwan special episode for the week. I'm going to talk about this newspaper behind me. Nation signs consular deal with the U.S. Here's what this is about. From the Taipei Times, Sunday, September 15th, 2019. Taiwan and the U.S. on Friday signed... I love how they take that time thing and interject it in the middle of the sentence. It makes it awkward. It's newspaper English. A memorandum of understanding to facilitate consular assistance and institutionalize consular functions for better protection of Taiwanese and Americans in each other's countries. The Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office, TECRO, Deputy Representative Louis Huang, and American Institute Taiwan Director, Managing Director John Norris signed the MOU regarding certain consular functions in Washington on behalf of their respective countries, TECRO said in the statement. Blah, 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 blah. The signing was witnessed. Consular functions on both sides are expected to be instituted to better protect the rights and welfare of citizens of both countries. For example, follow me. If a Taiwanese is arrested in the U.S., American law enforcement authorities would be expected to immediately inform the detainee that they have the right to ask that TECRO be notified and to request a visit by a representative of the office. However, the interest of privacy of Taiwanese detainee does not wish to make such a request. U.S. authorities would abide by that decision. Based on the principle of reciprocity, the consular notification would also apply to U.S. citizens in Taiwan. Okay. Thank you, Taipei Times. Really, Taipei Times is owned by George Soros, by the way. Lovely, lovely, lovely newspaper. If you want to catch international news, go to taipeitimes.com and read their articles there. They really cover what's happening in Asia and important stuff around the world. I learned some important American news just from reading the Taipei Times. And I don't get paid for it either. You might be familiar with my snafu, my dark encounters in Taiwan, the ESL human trafficking thing. If this law had been in place back then, my bosses would have been afraid to try to take my papers and take my passports as they did. I've been bugging Congressman Molinar. You might know about this. And this is thrilling. And I am absolutely delighted that this law has been passed. I've said I hope for the best for Congressman Molinar. The issue about respecting their rights in the country. A country has to protect the foreigners' rights. And if there's a problem, the home country should know. That's basically what my petition for is about at change.org. And I'm contemplating taking it down, but I think I'm going to take this Taiwan special episode and I'm going to end it right where it is. Although I think I'm going to elaborate a little bit on the issue. But if you're watching this as an update from change.org, then consider yourself updated. This is very good. People can make a difference. And one of the things that I wrote to Congressman Molinar, as soon as I saw this in the headlines, I said, thank you. See, you made a difference. See, Taiwan is a U.S. ally. This is where diplomacy and stuff comes down. Taiwan's a U.S. ally. And America doesn't, it's understandable. It's good. They don't want to insult and alienate and anger their friends that we need in the world. That makes sense. So if the Americans go to Taiwan and say, excuse me, you've been beating up our citizens, you need to knock it off. That could make the Taiwanese feel bad or want to run away from us. There's a way to deal with justice without making enemies. We don't need to rescue the Americans from Taiwan's, shall we just say, Confucian government. We need to reconcile the Americans with Taiwan's government. We don't need to rescue people from their friends. We need to reconcile people with their friends when they have a struggle. You don't need to rescue a brother or sister from the other. You need to reconcile the brother and sister and remind them that they do love each other and enhance their friendship and their relationship. That's what we need. We don't need rescuing. We need reconciliation. And so this bill does that. It would have prevented my own problems, and I am exceptionally, exceptionally thrilled. Now, again, we have to be careful in our diplomacy with other countries. When your friend hurts you, you have to reach out in a way that's respectful, educate your friend. You can't let your friends just walk all over you. You can't do that. But there's a way that you can be respectful to an extent. There's a degree to which you can do that, and you need to do that. And Congress has done that, and Congressman Molinar has done that, and I'm absolutely, absolutely thrilled. So with that, I'm going to cut the Taiwan special off for the day with that topic, and I think I might have a second one for the day just for cuz. Cheerio.